Are you ready for some shocking news, 49ers faithful? There's been a lot of chatter about one of our key players and his recent struggles on the field. With a history of being a game changer for our offense, could it be time for a reality check? Don't go anywhere because we're diving deep into what's really going on and how it impacts our playoff hopes. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like to stay in the loop with everything 49ers. Kyle Shanahan recently addressed the concerns about Christian McCaffrey's performance since returning from his Achilles injury. And let me tell you, as a die-hard San Francisco 49ers fan, this is something we need to dive into. Shanahan made it clear that the expectations surrounding McCaffrey's return are, quite frankly, unrealistic. He emphasized that it's simply unfair to think that a player who missed an entire offseason and half the season would just jump back into MVP form right away. McCaffrey has had a rough go since coming back, with just 149 rushing yards and an average of 3.5 yards per carry, along with 132 receiving yards and no touchdowns in his 3 games back. It's easy to look at those numbers and feel a pang of disappointment. But Shanahan reassures us that Christian is doing well. He's playing hard and trying to find his rhythm, but the lack of clean lanes and opportunities has limited his production significantly. Shanahan pointed out that McCaffrey's performance is a work in progress. He highlighted those 2 missed opportunities against Tampa Bay, where if McCaffrey had just hit his lanes a bit differently, we could be talking about a completely different statistical outlook. It's these little things that can change a game. So, when we sit here and think McCaffrey is struggling, it's crucial to remember the context of a situation. Now, let's talk strategy. Shanahan has indicated that they're not looking to just rotate 3 running backs for the sake of it. The goal is to keep McCaffrey fresh and maximize his potential on the field. He's a player who thrives as the game progresses, and maintaining his stamina is key for the team's success. But here's the kicker. The 49ers have not been running the ball as much as we'd like, with only 14 rushing attempts last week. This lack of opportunities is directly impacting McCaffrey's ability to make big plays. What does this mean for the rest of the season? If McCaffrey can gradually regain his form, it could spell great things for the 49ers as we push toward the playoffs. However, we need to see more consistency in our game plan and more opportunities for him to shine. Shanahan is confident in McCaffrey's ability to improve, but we as fans need to remain patient and understanding of the journey he's on. So, where do we stand? I honestly think we're at a crossroads. Should we expect McCaffrey to be back in MVP form immediately? I, for one, am divided. On one hand, I want to see him dominate like he did last season. But on the other, I understand the realities of recovering from such a significant injury. It's a delicate balance, and we need to support him through this adjustment period. What do you all think? Are you optimistic about McCaffrey's return to form? Or are your expectations tempered by the reality of his situation? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights and frustrations are important, and they help us all connect as a fan base. As we dive into the latest news surrounding our San Francisco 49ers, the mood is understandably a mix of hope and frustration. The team, coming off a Super Bowl appearance last season, has now found itself with a disappointing 5-6 record as we head into Week 13. This is certainly not what we envisioned for a season stacked with talent. One of the key players, Deebo Samuel, has been underwhelming so far, posting career-low numbers. With only 34 catches for 511 yards and a single touchdown, it's clear something isn't clicking for him this season. When asked about his performance, Samuel gave a rather blunt and telling response. "I'm not going to speak on that." It's evident he's feeling the weight of expectations, and who can blame him? The pressure to perform is immense, especially when the team as a whole is struggling to find its rhythm. However, he did express confidence in the team's potential, emphasizing, "At the end of the day, we're 5-6 right now, and we know we're better than what the record shows." That's a sentiment we can all get behind. As fans, We need to remember that the 49ers are still very much in contention for the NFC West title despite their record. Tied with the Rams and just one game behind the Cardinals and Seahawks, our path to the playoffs is still alive. The upcoming match against the Buffalo Bills will be a true test of character for this team. With key players like Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey dealing with injuries earlier this season, it's been a rough ride. And now, with Nick Bosa and Trent Williams nursing their own issues, the stakes are even higher. Looking ahead, if we can snag a couple of wins against the Bears, Rams, and Dolphins, while maybe dropping games to the Bills and Lions, we might still have a shot at the division title. It's a tough road, but with our backs against the wall, this team has the talent to turn things around. But I have to ask, do you believe this is the best strategy moving forward? I'm honestly torn on whether this is the right path, especially with the inconsistencies we've seen. The pressure is mounting, and every game counts. Debo's numbers need to improve for us to compete at the level we expect. We need him to step up and reclaim his spot as one of the dynamic playmakers in the league. It's not just about individual stats, though. It's about the collective effort to push through adversity. The chemistry and execution on the field need to be sharper than ever if we want to make a playoff run. I want to hear from you, 49ers faithful. What are your thoughts on Debo's performance and the team's current trajectory? Do you think we can rally and take the NFC West? I invite you to share your expectations, frustrations, or any hot takes you might have in the comments below. Your insights matter, and I love reading what you all have to say. As we gear up for the next game, let's rally together and show our support for the team. It's been a roller coaster season, but our passion as fans can make a difference. Be sure to like this video, share it with your fellow 49ers fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. And don't forget to activate that notification bell so you never miss a beat as we follow this journey together. Let's stick together, 49ers fans, because this season isn't over yet.